Hello and welcome to my channel. In previous video we built homepage for our dashboard. In this second part video I will show you how to get data for our dashboard. Before we start, let me just fill you in with some details. This isn't just another tutorial focused on design. Design is important, but the goal here is to show you how to build your model and to create functional reports and get knowledge that you can use in your daily work. And therefore, we will focus on core skills: working with data, building models, and delivering insights. You can always improve design later if you have time. What matters most is not the design, but message we send to end users. So let's start with our next step: how to get data for our Power BI model. Since we're not working directly for flying company and we do not have any data related to it, best way to get data is by asking our friend ChatGPT. And we will assume that this company is well organized and has good database structure. So based on that, we will ask ChatGPT next thing. Hello, you are data analyst at a flying company, and you need to build a data model that includes one fact table and 4-dimension tables. Okay, so we need to emphasize what is the subject. The subject is related to the flying company and should contain data about. Now we need to list data which we need for building a model. So we will need data about flights, airports, planes, stuff, and countries. We need countries dimension table. So can you create these tables in Excel format that I will use to create a Power BI report? Okay, enter. Okay, so first table is that ChatGPT provided us is fact table. Contains flight ID, flight date, flight time, departure airport ID, arrival airport ID, plane ID, staff ID, country ID, passenger count, revenue. This is probably flight revenue. Okay, this is good. Dimension table. So we have airport ID. Do we have it in fact table? Yes, we have airport ID. So we have airport name, city, country ID. Okay. Second dimension table is planes, so we have plane ID, plane model. Let me check, do we have plane ID in fact table? Plane ID, okay, we have it, great. Staff dimension table, we have staff ID. Let me check, do we have staff ID in our fact table? Staff ID, great, this is amazing. Countries dimension table, so we have country name, region, continent. Okay, do we have country ID in fact table? Wow, amazing, everything. You will never get tables like this. As you can see, we have only 4 rows, so this is not sufficient for building Power BI report. So let's ask ChatGPT to provide us more rows for each of the tables. Provide me more rows just for fact table, as many as you can. Okay, we got 50 rows. That's enough for this proof of concept. So let's just select all and copy. Now open Excel, blank file, and select first cell and Ctrl V to paste data. And save this file, save as. Select folder you want, and let's name this as a lights fact. Lights fact tape. Save it and repeat this step for all tables. Ask ChatGPT to create more rows and then just copy paste data ChatGPT provided. Okay, and here we are in Power BI desktop. Next step is to import data ChatGPT provided us. But before we do that, we need to set some Power BI settings. So to access Power BI settings, navigate to bottom right corner and select Settings wheel. And now Power BI settings will open. Before we import any data, we need to turn off auto detecting of relationships. And that option is located under current file, data load. And as you can see here under relationships, we have this option auto detect new relationship after data is loaded. So we need to turn that off. Why we need to turn this off is because once we import data, if this option is on, Power BI will automatically detect any relationships between tables. So what that means, if in two tables we have same column name, he will detect that as a primary key and foreign key and will automatically create relationship between those two tables. Sometimes that can be inaccurate and can lead to inaccurate data, and therefore it is best to build your relationships from scratch, and that way you will be familiar with them. Next important function that we need to turn off is time intelligence, auto date time. What this function does is once we import data in our model, Power BI recognize all date columns that we have. Will work better and faster, and it will consume less memory. And as we have multiple date columns, we do not need this option turned on, because having multiple date columns will slow down our model, because date columns consumes more memory than other columns. And best practice in this case is to create one calendar table that will contain only one date column, and then we will connect that calendar table with other columns, and using this approach our Power BI model will work better and faster, and it will consume less memory. Now let's select OK and import data. And now let's continue with importing data. Because all files ChatGPT generated, we save them in Excel, and therefore we will be using Excel workbook connector. Now let's select Excel workbook connector. Then next step is to navigate to folder where files are saved and let's select first file. Now what we need to do is to select sheet 1. Once sheet 1 is selected, load button will appear. Until then it will be grayed out. Select load and repeat same process for each table. Excel workbook, country dimension, mark sheet and select load. And that's it for today's video. As you saw in this tutorial, best way, if you do not have data, best way to get some data is by using ChatGPT. Of course, you can get some other data sets on kaggle.com, but very often those are only one file data sets. Here we have generated multiple files, and using those files we will be able to create a good Power BI model, and we will be able to create a lot of data points and great visualizations that I will show you in one of my next video. Also, I show you what is the first step in building Power BI dashboard, and that is importing data and setting some important settings that we need to do before importing data. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in my next tutorial. Bye.